Intuition, gut feelings, using the third eye. This spirit information is filtered through our human bodies. However, some bits and pieces of spirit information get left behind. Welcome to Unfiltered. DeEtte Renee is an unfiltered psychic medium and here to give you messages from spirit with no holds barred. DeEtte Renee says it as she receives it. And here is your host of Unfiltered, DeEtte Renee.
Welcome to Unfiltered with DeEtte Renee here on WLTK-DB.com. We are, you know what, guys? I feel like it has been forever since I have been here. You know what? So much has been going on. I've been all over the place. There was a night that I was just not feeling well and I was just straight up exhausted. And I was like, I can't do this. Other nights were just like, you know what? Just life. I was in Tampa. Oh my God, you name it. I have been there, done that lately. And I feel so bad because I have not been here with you guys. So with that being said, I am back here doing readings. You know what? A few people asked if I was going to be on tonight. So yes, here I am. And we are going to make more of a habit of showing up and being here for y'all. You know what? Looking at maybe some positive changes in the future. I'm not going to talk about all those quite yet because, you know, they're just really in the making. But maybe revamping this show, making it a little bit brighter, a little bit better, and see where we go from there. In that nature, getting back here. Hello, Tim. Hello, Just Cat. Oh my God, and Mary. Sorry, guys, I was sharing this everywhere, so I wasn't looking at comments. So thank you for coming back in and saying hi, seeing how we're doing. Remember, holidays have been phenomenal. Yes, Tim, you are not Facebook user tonight. You are Tim. I love it. You know what? Tim, I don't understand. It's something about if you come in through the group, it's a privacy thing. If you come up from the outside, it's not. I don't know. I don't get Facebook, but you know what? I'm just happy to see your face. The fact that you showed up, which is awesome. And my phone is going crazy. So many new things going on with the station, which is awesome. I love it. So how were your guys' holidays? Oh my gosh, Mary, were amazing. How was everybody else's? We got 7 people watching. Come on in, say hi, tell me where you're at, what you're doing, give me some questions. I don't know either. Sometimes me, sometimes not. You know, Tim, sometimes you're just hiding and sometimes you're not. Hi, Angie. You may have insight into the man you will marry. Definitely. I'm going to take a drink on that question right off the bat. So let's get started with that. You know what, at producers Todd's request, we are bringing in the Halloween cards because I don't think we're going to just turn these into paranormal cards. And so we're going to tape over that and just say paranormal. How is that? The paranormal cards. Because Todd loves these cards. So we're bringing these in. Also going to do Nature's Whispers cards tonight, guys, just to kind of knock things out of the park. So Angie, I wanted to do paranormal cards, but I think I'm going to do Nature's Whispers instead with you. I don't even know why, but I feel like that's a better way to go. As anybody knows, I sit there, and thank you guys for coming in from YouTube also. Oh my God, I love that. I'm going to break this off a little bit. Okay. I need to separate the Facebook page from everything else. Oh my God. What did I just do? What did I just do? Did I knock myself out of? Oh, I did not. Oh my God. I thought I knocked myself out of StreamYard altogether, guys. Oh my God. That would not have been good. So I'm just kind of coming up to some place where I can see, because sometimes I can't see the comments on other pages. So I'm going to pop that one in. Angela from YouTube, you would love a reading as well. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. And am I still here? Where am I at? LOL. Yes, I tell you guys, I'm back in for one day and look what I do. And I'm already messing up my world on every aspect here. I'm starting the questions to make sure I've got them. We're going to start out with Angie. Angie, I'm going to put your question up there so that the world can see it, even though it's already in the comments. So let's pull a card on this, see what we got. Let's bring the cards in. Let's say bring in A little bit of everything, just a little bit of everything, the psychic abilities, the whole you bet, darling, you bet. Oh my gosh, Tim, you too, and Mary, let's do this. Hello, everybody. Hello. So let's pull a card for Angie. We're going to ask that beautiful question of insight on the man you will marry. Um, wow, it's weird. I've heard fearful twice in my head now, darling. Good morning. Oh my God, Jeff, how are you, darling? Hi, Elsa. Or Elise, sorry. Oh my God, Jeff, I haven't seen your name in so long. I thought maybe you weren't around anymore. Angie, though, I keep hearing fearful in my head. Fearful in my head. I'm almost wondering if you're a little bit of fearful, maybe not so much of the commitment, but maybe the long term. I don't know what, because I literally got something for my wife D2. Also, you sure got it, Miss Mary. But and then I heard, and I thought, I'll throw it away out with the water. And then I heard tall, dark, and fearful. Good morning or good afternoon, Teresa. So I'm wondering where the fearful part is kind of playing into this. Um, and I'm not gonna say you're like fearful of everything, but just fear something is going on in there. Um, oh my God, I can't make this stop. Angie, it says let love be your beacon. I like this. I love this card. Why? Because when I'm looking at this card, you know what? That key, that light she's holding, I always kind of look at that like it's a womb for some reason. So it's that womb, it's creation, it's all of that happening. And I do feel as if sometimes, you know what, I'm thinking the fear is coming into fear play, not so much fear of commitment or fear of not finding somebody, but I'm almost wondering if this is just all different types of fears around it. Okay. And I don't even know how to elaborate on that. But I'm going to tell you, I feel like you need to let just things happen naturally. And I do feel like this is, you know what, when you walk into a place and you kind of bump into that person, you're like, oh my gosh, sorry, excuse me, didn't mean to. And you're thinking, God, he's kind of rude. And you kind of walk by. But next thing you know, you turn around and there he is when you're about to walk into the bathroom, and there he is again someplace else. And I feel like it's even as this person feels like he's maybe not somebody you feel like you would be matched up to on the perfect scale. Maybe he's a lot more perfect than you're giving yourself credit for. Not sure if you've met him yet or not, but I do feel like this is a bump into bump into bump in. Maybe you're thinking he's kind of a jerk in the beginning, and you find out he's just a major sweetheart. Okay. But truly, let your heart guide the way on this one. Don't let what your idea of what a relationship or a man is supposed to be like guide you onto this. Okay. Hopefully that helps, dear. Hopefully that helps. So I'm going to hide that comment, unstar that, and we're going to go on to Just Cat. Oh my God, you guys are all awesome that you come back in. Jeff, I'm glad. I'm good. I don't get notifications on your shows for some reason. LOL. That's because I haven't been here for like a month, Jeff. I haven't been on this one for a month. It's been crazy. And I'm sorry, yeah, guys, you have to go to WLTK-DB, the radio station Facebook page, and click notifications there, in order to get the notifications on the show. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay, darling, James, you give up that fear of never finding anybody. Give it up because he's there. He's there. You're literally gonna just bump into him, darling. Again, and it's gonna be like, you know what? Oh, not my type, not this. And he's gonna be perfect, totally perfect for you, dear. So on to Just Cat, scissor hands. Oh, I love that. So you know what? We're gonna do the paranormal cards for you, darling. Let's do paranormal for you. I don't even know why. I just seen scissor hands. I'm like, ooh, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Um, okay, we are Katrina. I am going to star your message and go there. So we're gonna start with Just Cat. I just wanted to let you know, Katrina, that I am starring your thing so that you're definitely on the list here. Would love a general reading. Let's get it for you, darling. Let's get it for you. Oh my God, I'm so happy all of you guys have showed up and said hi. I was so afraid I was going to come back and everybody was going to like, she's gone. She's not here. We're not going to look for her again. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do a general for you. The witch, earthly weaver of the worlds. Ooh, I like this. I like this. What are you manifesting, Jessica? What are you manifesting? Okay. This is letting me know you are at a position finally that you are starting to work your magic, work your wares, and you're at that point of manifesting. So you're finally starting to put the past behind you, the crap behind you. You're letting things go, and you're really just allowing your wants, your wishes. And it's kind of like, I'm literally in my head, I'm seeing like a witch over a call, an old fashioned, movie type thing, like the Sanders sisters throwing stuff into a kettle to make some sort of spell. But I feel like for you, it's throwing into the universe. I want this and I want this and I want a little bit of this and I want a little bit of this and stir it up and see what happens. So I don't know if you're necessarily going, oh my God, I want this, or oh my God, I want that, darling. I feel like it is, and yes, to Teresa and Jeff, I got you both on the list. I feel like right now you're at that manifesting point. So you may not know exactly what you want yet, but I feel like you want a little bit of this, you want a little bit of that, and letting the universe kind of guide you to where exactly you're going to turn out this is going to turn out. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, make the spell. Okay. For lack of better terminology, make the spell. Put in what you want, put it in there. Let it mix up. Let the universe bring back what's best for you. And sometimes that's the best way of manifesting. It really is. So, okay, darling, glad that helped somewhat. And we're going to kind of go on to the next person. Okay. So, Miss Angela here from YouTube. I would love a reading. You got it. Oh, let's pull these ones. Let's pull these ones. Oh my God, so many amazing people coming in. Oh my gosh. Teresa, yes. Both Teresas, yes. And KB, and KB, we'll see. Well, we're gonna get you on the list too, darling. I've only got like 40 more minutes, so I'm gonna go as fast as I can, okay? Angela, let's do this for you. Let's do this for you. Oh my gosh, let's do this. Okay, culmination, whatever you want to pronounce it, of vision, Angela. This is another one of those cards where, you know what, you've put a lot of thought into life. You've put a lot of thought into a lot of different endeavors, okay? And I like the fact that you're at the point, this card is telling me that you're really at that point that now you're just watching the wares of everything kind of come together. You're not quite on to the next point of what's next, okay? Like the transition has happened, all these beautiful things have happened, and I'm not sure if you're quite I am here and enjoying, so I like that aspect, but there's something about this transition that's happening for you more recently that it's finally kind of getting settled for you. Things are finally settling. I feel like the last two, I'm hearing two. So I'm feeling like the last two years, I think I'm going with 2 years, have really been kind of like, ugh, too much going on. Excuse me. And I think you've had a lot of work of transitioning through this. And excuse me, so dry. And I feel like you're at this point now of going, okay, finally gotten through a lot of this, finally gotten to a point where you can just kind of sit back, watch the beauty of everything that's happened. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, with that being said, it tells me that gears are going to start moving again. Things are going to start moving again just because you're sitting back and watching the beauty of the piece right now. Okay. So look to more stuff coming up, just more stuff. Okay. All good though, all good, not bad, all good. And I will tell you, things in my life are always good. Even when it feels like awful, it's always good. And the reason why I say that is I'm a firm believer in tarot cards, really a firm believer. And one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck is the Tower card. And that card is really about destruction. It's about the tower coming down and you see exploding and people falling out. And it's most people look at the card and go, oh my God. And to me, it's amazing. Why? Because you cannot rebuild something new if you still have the old there. So you have to literally break down ways of thought, ways of looking at things. You have to, sometimes relationships have to go to the side, sometimes jobs have to go to the side, sometimes all this stuff has to go to the wayside for you to create something new. And that new is going to be a creation of what you want, as long as you participate in it, as long as you show up, it's going to be your creation. Okay. And that's why I love that. So it's always a good thing. Okay, guys, always a good thing. Tim, oh my God, Tim, I love Tim. Hi, Tim. First thing I heard, Tim, with you is when are you coming back? I don't know what that means, but I literally heard that in my head. When are you coming back? And I love the fact that you have a lot of completion happen. A lot of completion. Now, I do know when you said in the show the other day that the book is almost done, and I love that. But I feel like there's other completions going on, not just with the book, but I think other chapters, other things. Okay. And only you are going to understand that. Okay. But I do feel like, again, completion is happening with you. Okay. Um, Angela, yes, the last years have been rough and I've learned so much and am so grateful for lessons. Beautiful. I embrace the lower tower energy. You are so welcome, Miss Angela. You are so welcome. Thank you for coming in. So, Tim, again, I feel like you've had a lot of completion also. Okay. And I do understand for you, it's been, I understand everything that's, well, not everything, but a lot but then that's gone on. But I do feel like you're at this completion. You're finally done with a lot, you're closing chapters, and I feel like it's, to me it's like this beautiful thing. It's kind of like you're getting done with that book, that huge book that you're reading. It's that old fashioned big boom, you nail it on the desk. It's like the never ending story, and when you finally close it, you're like, ah, that was an awesome book, that was killer. But it's also a book when you pick it back up and you reread it again, it's like the whole different story. It's always created differently. And I feel like that's where you're at in life. That's where you're at in life right now. Okay. Um, Hold on. My students are asking what time we meet, and I'm letting them know whenever they want. I'm here. But Tim, that's the first thing I get with you. Okay. So, um, card with you, vulnerability. Oh, I like this. I like this card. And I'm going to tell you what, I think this pairs exactly with what I was just talking about, because I do believe when you're closing that chapter, you're closing this book, you're closing all this, it is putting you in a vulnerable state. It is going to you going, what's next? Where am I going? What is happening? What am I supposed to do? All of those crazy things going on in the mind. And I do believe that's what this where this card kind of comes into play with all this. Because I do think you're moving into new chapters. I think you're moving into new things, new dynamics, new everything. Okay. And with that being said, you're going to be in a vulnerable state because you haven't done this before. Okay. I do feel like you're going to be reclaiming your health in some aspect too, because I just heard reclaiming health, reclaiming health. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense, Tim. Yes, Princess Nee, I got you on the list. We're going to work as fast as we can. And then we're going to come right back. Or let me get on. We are going to go on to Miss MK, which is Miss Marie. Mary, let's get you. Mary, we need to have fun with you tonight. I heard the paranormal deck. I don't even know why. I just heard we had to go here with you. Oh, very nice, Tim. Probably do. Probably do. Okay. So, first we're gonna do for Mary, and then we're gonna do for D. How's that sound? We're gonna do Mary, and then we're gonna do for D. Okay. So, I'm hearing the paranormal deck for you, Miss Mary. Okay, and we're gonna go from there. Okay. The future, the veil, the future. Oh, what an awesome card. What an awesome card. I like this so much for you, Mary. You don't even know how much I like this card for you. Because I do feel like this when you look at the veil over her eyes. This is just, you're looking at it. Can she see? Can she not see? And I'll tell you what, this is a whole lot of going, what is in the future? What is next? Where am I going to? I feel like you're finally starting to, you're finally putting a blinder on it so that you don't have other things that have kind of held you back from going forward. And I know you understand that, darling. You understand, and I know you do. And I feel like, sometimes you have to put the blinder on to go, I'm going to move into the future. I don't know what the future is. I don't know what it's about, but I need to put this on so I don't necessarily know where I'm going. Okay. And I feel like when you get there, you're going to just very, very with courage, you're going to pull that blinder down and it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. But I do feel like you're finally moving into that future. I feel like you're finally going, oh my God, I'm going to get there. You know what I mean? Like I'm there. I'm moving. It's happening. Okay. And I think you're doing this with beauty and grace. And I keep saying the word fine, fine, fine. I almost want to say finally, but I don't think it's finally. I think it's all happened exactly how it's supposed to. And I think you understand that. Okay. So hopefully that helps for you. Let's do this for Miss D then. You know what? We're going to stay with the paranormal cards. I don't even know why, but let's stay with these paranormal cards. Um, build a sanctuary, D. Build a sanctuary, D. Oh, think that's with you and Mary together, but I heard build a sanctuary, build a sanctuary. I don't feel like this is just for you guys. I think this for something much bigger, but I'm hearing a sanctuary. Um, and I know, Miss Mary, you were thinking about getting involved some. I don't know what I really cannot remember for the life of me what it is, but I need to put that out. But I remember something. I don't know what it was, but I'm hearing a sanctuary, and I'm not hearing safe house, but a sanctuary, someplace where somebody could come and have sanctuary, have that peace, have that zen. You know what I mean? Kind of like a salt room with crystals and I don't know, but you know that a sanctuary type place, that type of stuff. The guy I'm Brittany, the guy I don't know what your full question is, darling, but I'll get there as fast as I can. But the first thing I'm hearing with you for D is building that sanctuary, okay? Um, I'm literally hearing like build it and they will come. So I don't know if you have something better on your plate to do, but that's what I'm hearing right off the bat. Okay. Um, I love this card. It's eternal love. The card reads love is love, and it transcends physical death. Okay. I'm almost wondering if this has something to do with the sanctuary I'm hearing in my mind. Okay. I'm wondering if this kind of pairs together. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I kind of feel like it does. I feel like building something and then this coming together. So I'm not sure if this has to do with grief. I'm not sure if this has to do with helping people through things. You know what? And I will tell you what, death is not necessarily of a person. It can be of a situation. It can be of a time period. It can be of self. It can be of a loved one. Death is death on so many different aspects. And I will tell you what, I feel I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what it is in your plans or things that you want to do, but I feel like this is huge for you. Okay. So D, I hope that made sense for you, darling. Okay. Okay, light in the world. I got you on the list. I'm reading as fast as I can, guys, okay? I'm reading as fast as I can. Okay, we're gonna go down to Miss Elise. Let's go down to Miss Elise. Hello, I would love a message. You got it. I got it. I feel with you. I need all love and rainbows and buttercups and all that wonderful stuff with you, my dear. You're welcome, Miss Mary. You're welcome. Um, but at least I feel like I need love and buttercups. I don't know why. I just feel like do 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 do. That's a song in my head. Okay, I'm gonna tell them let's do 7. Okay, I don't know. I gotta tell them this. Sorry, guys. So that they know what time I'm gonna show up. So, um, so I do. I'm just hearing that with you, and I don't know if that song or that message or all that happiness resonates with you or what's going on, Elise. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that old song in my head. It's like from the 1950s or 60s. I don't know. I'm old, but not that old. So let's pull a card for you, darling. And it's hope and, hope and happiness. There you go. I can't make this drop up, guys. I can't make this up. No matter how hard I tried, I can't make this up. And I love this because I am hearing it. I'm hearing happiness. I'm hearing love. I'm hearing all the stuff around you. But honestly, honey, I think it's coming from here. I don't necessarily think it's coming from every place outside. I think this is coming from you. And I feel like it's resonating out from you. You know what I mean? Just resonating out from you and building upon that. Okay. I feel like I'm hearing you've been through hell and back, and you've had so much going on, and life has just been crap. And I hear it like, excuse the terminology, but I'm hearing in my head like you've been shit on in a lot of different ways, okay? But I feel like you've transcended it. I feel like you've come through it. And I feel like you've found yourself and you found value within yourself. And you've literally picked yourself up and said, piss on everybody else. I'm doing this my way. And you're just blowing it out of the park. You're blowing it out of the park. And I feel like you're blowing it out on the inside here. So I feel like you're coming through, I'm hearing you're finally coming through depression. You're finally coming through to this other side of things, and you're starting to look in here and how amazing things are supposed to be. Okay. So start feeling that. If you haven't started feeling the happiness, please start to feel the happiness within your heart, hon. Okay. Miss Katrina. Hello, Miss Katrina. Oh my God. Can you give me some insight on my love life? I would love to, darling. I would love to. Let's pull a card for you really quick. Okay. Elise, you were such a wonderful blessing. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Miss Elise. I love that. Thank you. You are too, darling. You are too. Oh my gosh. So many amazing people tonight. Oh my gosh. Miss Katrina, let's get on to you though. Hello. You also got such a soft energy, Katrina. Such a soft, amazing, amazing energy. I just love it. I feel like I could sit down with you, Katrina, and just talk for hours. I don't even know if this makes sense to you. I feel like I could sit down and talk with you for hours on end and just hey Sue, I will see what I can do to get to you, darling. Um, but yeah, Katrina, you just feel like a person that, you know what, I think people resonate to you, and I don't know why, but I feel like people resonate to you and could sit down and talk with you for hours upon hours. And I'm almost wondering if yeah, Teresa, I am going in order, hon. I don't know if you can see all the comments, so darling. Um, I've actually got them started so I don't miss anybody. Um, so, but I'm wondering if sometimes that gets you, that little bit of, yeah, even strangers, like everybody wants to show up on your doorstep and like, let's talk to Katrina. But I'm also wondering if sometimes that is not something in your favor. You know what I mean? Because everybody's coming up. And I feel like sometimes you may not be looking at them rolling your eyes, but inside your head, you're like, oh God, again, here we go again. And it almost makes me feel like it's like all these people want to come and talk to you for whatever reason. And you're like, just stay away. So sometimes I think your energy kind of pushes, even though all these people are coming up, sometimes you're also pushing it away. And sometimes when we do that, we push away Mr. Right. You know what I mean? And or Mr. Almost Right. You know what I mean? That type of a thing, just because we kind of get in that catch 22 type of a situation. Okay. And with you, I'm gonna tell you, I feel like in your head, you've got to literally say, like, I'm gonna go out on a date. And not even know if you have a date in mind. Just I'm gonna go out on a date. Get yourself dressed up, go out there, and with an understanding that you know what, Mr. Right's going to show up. But I feel like with that being said, you've got to put yourself in those positions or get that mindset for that. Okay. And what I mean by that is like making room in your closet, making room in your bed, push the teddy bear over the side, that type of a stuff. Get yourself dialed up to go on a date even when you don't think you have the time. And it's okay. Make a reservation at your favorite restaurant and go by yourself, knowing that somebody could easily sit in front of you because you're making time or you're making room in your life for that person to join you. And you know what? Don't be surprised if during one of these times that person does join you. Like, hey, what are you doing here by yourself? And they just kind of sit down with you know? And I feel like this is going back old fashioned dating before computers, before phones, and before plenty of fish, that type of a stuff. And you're actually going to invite somebody into your life that way, and allow that to happen. Okay. Let's pull a card for you just to see what the cards say also. I love it. Leap of faith, darling. Leap of faith. And I think that's what I've been talking about. So it really is. It's saying, you know what? I'm going to do all these things because I know I'm going to have a partner that joins me. I know I'm going to have a partner that joins me. And I'm hearing, hon, within a year, I have a feeling once you meet somebody, it's going to go boom, 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 really super fast. Okay. Really, really super fast. And you're going to be like, hooked up, dating, married before you know it. Okay. Like once it happens, it's going to go boom, 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 boom. And there you go. Okay. So hopefully that helps you, darling. Hopefully that helps you. Okay. Okay. DL Bloom watching. You're welcome, Katrina. I'm so much more advanced with technology than she is usually, big time, but for some reason tonight she helped me with making a connection with you. Love this. Oh, that's awesome, darling. Okay, let's get back up there. We're gonna go to the next person. Teresa Adams, we got you next, darling. Teresa Adams. There you go, darling. Let's pull a card for you, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Oh, woo, I guess we got your card. Didn't even have to, they didn't even give me time to think, and they got a card for you. Be true to your heart. I like this card. Where in your life are you just bending? Where are you bending? Bending to other people, bending to other people's needs, making somebody else happy versus yourself, making choices based on that type of, I'm hearing crap. Okay. Not to say doing stuff for other people isn't a positive thing. It really is. But I feel like when this card's being pulled, Teresa, it's time for you to start doing stuff for yourself that you want to do. Okay. And this isn't necessarily just going to say, hey, I'm going to go take a bath, um, that type of stuff. Um, it's about, going, literally if you're going out for the movies and normally go, oh, we'll go watch whatever. You need to put your I want to watch that. I don't want to watch that movie. I want to watch this movie. I'm going here. Y'all want to go there? Fine. I'm going here. What- Whatever it might be. But thank you. This coughing is you, Miss Teresa. I feel like you need to learn to speak up. You need to express your wishes and you do what you want to do. You need to follow your heart and what you want to do in life. Okay, dear? Stand up for yourself and stand up for life. Okay, because I think it's going to be pretty amazing. Mr. Jeff. Oh my God, I got you up now, Mr. Jeff. Oh, I love this. We are, sorry, you had to make the appointment for the nails. I know, guys. But if I didn't show up with new nails all the time, what would people think? Don't answer that question, anybody. Nobody answer that question. But guys, these are for me, just so you know. I've given up cigarettes. I've given up alcohol. I've given up a lot. I'm not giving up my nails. And a story. Um, there you go. Um, beautiful. So basically, let's pull this card for you. But literally she's gonna be out of work in like 20 minutes before we're done here. So that's why we had to go and answer that one. um, Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Jeff, let's pull a card for you, see what we got going on. Yeah, nobody has to pre-register for the readings. I literally go first come, first serve. I literally star them as people are coming in, so I can't miss the order. And I go from there. I go from there. That's one thing I love about this network is I can go straight off of Facebook. I can star everything. You know what? I don't every once in a great while, if there's a whole lot, I might miss one, but not very often. Jeff, the light after the darkness. I like this card. I like this card. The light after the darkness. I like this because what it tells me is you have some new beginnings going on. You have some new beginnings. Something must have been going on in your life or community or whatever is going on around you where it's been a lot of questions, a lot of, I'm hearing the word nastiness, and I don't know what that means. I honestly don't know what that means. But I feel like there's just been a lot going on behind scenes with your daily life, your not daily life, and maybe it's work life. I don't know. It's somewhere in there. But I feel like you're finally going, okay, finally done with all this stuff. Let's move forward. And I feel like with this, there's a lot of new creations going on, just a lot of new creations going on. And I feel like with this, it's like you're taking the bull by the horns in a lot of aspects. So it's like, I have an idea this, I have an idea for this, and you're going to do it. You're just going to do it. I feel with that being said, just like the owl, you're becoming a very independent nature type of person. And what I mean by this is that you're standing in your own power and you're going, you know what? I'm going to do this. And you're making it happen. You're making things happen. I feel like you've gained a lot of trust, but I feel like this is trust within self. Okay. So with the dawn is always new beginnings. It's always a new day. It's always new brightness. And I hopefully that helps you, Jeff. Hopefully that helps you. Thank you, Tim. I love that. Tim understands. He's been watching me a while. He's like, them nails, them nails. I know I'm awful, guys. I'm awful. I can't help myself. Okay, let's go on to the other Miss Teresa. Let's put her name up there, Miss Teresa. Schwaz, Miss Teresa Schwaz. You'll take a reading. You got it. You got it, Miss Teresa. Let's get this for you, okay? Oh my God, I'm so glad, Jeff. I'm so glad. Well, there you go. You know, there's light at the end of the tunnel then. Well, the light is already here, dear. The light is already here. So, Miss Teresa, let's get you going here. Let's get you going, darling. And then we'll go on to KB after that. Haven't read that whole question yet, but we will see what we got. Okay. Um, so Miss Teresa, Miss Teresa. Oh, heighten your vitality. Oh, heighten your vitality. This card always it eludes me in so many ways. And I don't even know why, because I think this card can go so many different directions. Okay. And when I look at this card, to me, it's always about looking within and seeing what more you can do. Okay. I never look at the actual words of this card. I always kind of look at the picture of it. Because for me, it's about looking within, and sometimes you have to take your heart, your soul out, and you have to go out there and you got to go, gosh, you know what? Look at everything that this soul has been through. What has it all been through? What is all going on? And then realizing there's so much beauty in it and so much more it's able to do. Okay. And so much more it's able to accomplish. And when I look at this, I see all the past lives of it. I see all the future lives of it. I see everything that you've gone through. And the beauty of it, the beauty of that creation is just amazing. And I feel with this card, it's you looking at you as the person that you really are, this strong, amazing, lovable, vulnerable, pliable person, and to continue to see yourself in that light. Okay. Sometimes you need to look at yourself because not always does somebody else look at it. So hopefully that makes sense for you, dear. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, thank you. Got that last name. Oh, I did good then. I'm doing better with names. I'm telling anybody that's been following me for a while knows I don't do the best at names. So I think I'm trying. I'm trying. Let's go on to KB. Can you tell me when my father-in-law George will pass away? I want to be ready to support my husband's grief. Unfortunately, that one, you know what? Even as I did better as a nurse for 21 years predicting the passing of somebody than I ever have as a psychic. But I will tell you what, um, I do feel like there's a lot of dryness around this gentleman. Okay. I know he's very much alive, but I feel like there's a lot of dryness around him, a lot of dryness within the mouth, a lot of dryness. Um, I'm not I'm not hearing the words given up, but I am hearing there's a lot of dryness, like a lot more of taking care of his health. Okay. It needs to be done. Okay. And I'm not sure if that is him or the husband. Okay. Because I feel as if the husband is kind of looking around. He's looking around, trying to negate away from that situation, around that situation. Not sure if he's in denial or if he's just trying to ignore it for right now, or ignore the possibility of what is naturally going to happen one way or another. um, they're not telling me anything as when a timeline on any level, darling, but I am hearing that you're just going to need to hold out your arms and hold him. I'm hearing hold out your arms and hold him. Um, Kind of feels like dad might be his person. We all have that person in life, and I feel like dad might be his person. Okay. Um, I'm just seeing building things, building things, building things. I feel like some of this might be a little generic, but sometimes it's very, very spot on with people. But I'm feeling building things, okay? But I am feeling when it happens, you're just gonna have to hold out your arms and help them. Hold up and just hold them through it, okay? I know that probably doesn't help you very much, KB, but I apologize. They don't necessarily give me a timeline when that stuff happens, okay? Okay, Princess 9, let's go to you, dear. Let's go to you. Hello, would love to read a message about my journey to become the best version of myself. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna go to the paranormal cards, Princess and I feel like I need to go to the paranormal cards for that question. Um, only because I feel like sometimes you have to go into the shadow work. You have to go into the depths of a soul, and I think you understand that in order to come back stronger, come back more full. Okay. Um, and I feel like that's why we're gonna go to these cards. You're welcome, Miss KB. I wish I could help you a little bit more with that, darling. Um, but I do feel like we have to go to there. And I am here in shadow work, so I'm wondering how much more you need to do. I don't know if you've been doing the shadow work, which is really kind of going into those the past of you, not the future, but the past of you. Um, to try to figure things out, to be able to move forward. And I feel like maybe you might be doing some more of that. So it's more understanding, deeper understanding, further knowledge, further messages for yourself, and having light bulbs go off. And I am hearing light bulbs go off. So as you've been going through this process, you've been having those moments, you know? But I feel like there's more. There's just more. Okay. I hear you've been stuck on something, just kind of stuck with this one little thing. Like, God, if I can just get through this, life will be a little bit easier. Um, and then I pulled the blind spots card. Um, so I'm going to tell you, I feel like you need to go into do some more shadow work. I'm not sure if you understand what shadow work is, again, but it's going into the past. It's somebody I had a guest on yesterday that said that 90% I think he said, or 95% of our past is made up. It's not true because our mind makes up our beliefs of what's going on. Okay. And sometimes we have to go back and to look at things in a different way or a different light to maybe see the truth of what things happened or how they occurred, to be able to come back to navigate ourselves presently or into the future. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, go back to look at some of those things that maybe you didn't see in order to move forward. In order to move forward. Okay. So hopefully that helps, darling. Hopefully that helps. Okay, Miss Brittany, I need to see which message it's got the full on there. I'm gonna take that off. Okay, Brittany, the guy I'm with currently with, is he cheating? Okay. Okay, is he only dealing with you sexually? Let's pull a card on that, darling. Let's pull a card on that. Okay, let's pull a card to see where we're at with that, Miss Brittany. I'm gonna put up, I don't know which one to put up. We're gonna put that one up. So I was trying to ask, was the guy I'm with dealing with only me sexually? Um, I want to pull a card. I want to pull a card. Okay. I feel like this is, I don't know, a tender subject. I don't know, I guess. So let's pull a card. Let's see what the card says. It's a leap of faith card. Okay. I feel like this is for him more so than for you. And that's where I was sitting at because I feel like with himself, um, I'm not sure if he's afraid of commitment, afraid of something happening, just fear based commitment. I'm not sure if it's commitment, fear based with where we're sitting at with him. But I feel like this is for him, not so much for you, Miss Brittany. And but maybe this will help you to understand him a little bit. And I feel like, you know what, he might have had some things going on in his past. I don't know if this is bad childhood, bad relationships, bad social media. I don't know. But I feel like there's different things for him that have put him in a position where he may not always be the most trusting of his own future or even maybe his own understanding of himself. Okay. And I feel like he needs to, I feel like you've got all the components for him that exactly what he wants in life. But I feel like he needs to learn to take the leap of faith to say, hey, you are the one for me. Okay. The weird thing is I see him taking the leap. I feel like he's gonna go, "Oh my god, here you go." You know what I mean? And, I feel like at that point, you have to realize if you're gonna wanna catch him or not. Do you wanna catch him or do you wanna go push him back that way? And I do feel that kind of lands back into your lap and not so much his. Okay. So I think you need to kind of go back to you and go, okay, is this the guy I want? Okay. Hopefully that helps, Miss Brittany. Miss Light in the World, haven't seen you in a while. I'm in a toxic environment, want to move ASAP. Oh my gosh. Let's look. Let's look. Let's pull the paranormal cards. I'm calling these paranormal cards, guys. Because I like them. Anything not normal is paranormal, okay? Um, and it is. It's lifting the veil between the worlds. That's what the cards are about. Lifting the veil between the worlds. So I do love this. Got time for a couple more messages, and we're going to go from there. So let me see. Um, Happiness is in our hearts and home. God, isn't that incredible? Will I move soon? Happiness is in our hearts and our homes. I know when I say this, yes, number one, I do feel like you'll move soon, but I do feel, you know what, the problem isn't the actual moving. It's a belief that you're able to move. It's not allowing yourself to get in the way of that move happening. So it's kind of like taking where you're living right now, even though it's toxic, even though all of that is just like, oh my God, what is going on in my life? And I do feel as if finding that peace within yourself so that when you do go, you don't take any of the toxicity with you. Okay. So find the love in here, the happiness in here, the home within here, and know that within this, you can keep other people from affecting this. Okay. And I know that's a tall order. I know that's a whole lot to bite off and chew. But trust me, from a person that's been there, done that, sometimes you have to go within to fix this and find the happiness in here to be able to say nothing out here is going to affect me. And then you're going to watch that new home just appear out of nowhere. Okay. It's going to appear out of nowhere. But you're going to have to find the strength in here to make that happen. And so when it does happen, you won't be taking the negative thoughts with you. You'll only be taking positive ones. Okay. But I do feel as if that home is coming, darling. I really do. Sue, Sue, let's do Miss Sue. um, let's do Miss Sue. Let's do Miss Sue here. Okay. Miss, and then we'll do one more after this, and then I have to go because Miss Linda's on after me. So would love a message, please. You got it, Miss Sue. You got it. Okay. So Miss Sue, let's pull a card for you. Um, Seek beauty. Seek beauty. What a card, huh? What a card. I love this though. Because I feel like, you know what? I think I'm hearing this card just transcends everything. Transcends everything. And I'm not sure where you're at in life right now. And I'm telling you what, the holidays can be pretty hectic. With as magical and beautiful they're supposed to be, they're always so hectic. They're always so hard on people, you know? And I feel like you're in a place, darling, that you need to just kind of start to see the beauty in everything. Start to see, you know, I do this all the time. I literally, you know what, when I start to get in this space where I feel a little negative, I feel like I'm being a little harsh or like I'm being a Debbie Downer, whether on myself or somebody else, I start to switch it around and I will see somebody go, God, what a beautiful soul. God, what gorgeous this. Oh my gosh, that's lazy, amazing. And I start to flip things around in my mind. And I feel like you need to do that right now. I don't know what's going on, darling, but I feel like that's one thing you need to do is kind of flip those ideas in your head and start seeing the beauty in things in everything. Okay. Really just kind of drown yourself in this. Okay. And I just heard you can do it. You can do it all. Not sure what that is, but hopefully that makes sense to you. We're going to do one more and then I got to go. Then I got to go, guys. Okay. So where is my one last one? Oh, there you go. DB Bloom watching. That's neat. There we go. You're welcome. Perfect, 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 perfect. I think I went and shot. Oh, I didn't have any more start after you, darling. So let's go down. That's that. That's that. Corey, let's get you, darling. You're going to be my last one. I had to go down through the comments to see where I was at. Okay, you are my last starred one for the night, Corey. So let's pull a card for you, see where we're at, and then we're gonna let them get on to Miss Linda. Then we're gonna get on to Miss Linda, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's pull a card. Okay. You are worth it, Corey. You are worth it. What an amazing card. What an amazing card. This is let me know, Corey, that there, you know what? I love the fact of this is a lady looking over the water, looking at distant lands, looking at other things to do. And I feel as if you need to start realizing that, you know what, the dreams that you want to happen, you're going to have to make happen. Okay. And you're going to have to realize that, you know what, there is nobody or nothing that can hold you back from it. And that if you want to fly to New York or fly, I just heard of fly to Chicago or fly to Florida or fly to wherever, you need to just get up and do it. You need to take that leap of faith and say, you know what, I'm going to do this because it's worth it. I can work where I'm at or I can work someplace else, but I can make my dreams happen someplace else. And I feel like it's time for you to do this. I feel like when you look around, you've seen enough loss to realize that, sometimes all we're doing is sit around waiting for our own loss to happen, that ultimate one, when really start living the life, dear. Start living the life. I'm hearing, you know what? Jump on the bandwagon, enjoy your life, make sure, realize that you're worth it, value yourself, and just go for it. Okay? So hopefully that helps. Oh my gosh, guys, you guys have made this so much fun tonight. Oh my God. I got to so many. I don't know if I know I got to as many as I could. I think I got through the list. I talked as fast as I could to make this happen. Guys, we are back. We got a lot of changes happening within the station, a lot of amazing things happening. I do want to let you know I have an event coming up, and it is all mediumship, guys, all mediumship. No psychic readings, all mediumship readings. It is a paid event too, but it is online, guys. It is online. It is Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday. It's myself and Rob Thompson. I'm doing an online gallery from 6 to 7:30 p.m. The cost of it is $30. It is Zoom online. We're going to do our best to give everybody. Yeah, Tim got a ticket, which was awesome. You can go to my Facebook page. You can go to, I believe I can put it, I'll put it on the station's Facebook page so you guys can see it there. You can go to a lot of different places. To find it, but you can go there, buy your ticket through Eventbrite, you get your Zoom link, and then we will see you the 5th, January 5th. But it is me and Rob and I bringing through loved ones, no psychic, all loved ones, bringing those messages of hope and love and laughter and healing and just making everything amazing, doing the best that we possibly can, doing what our passion is. So again, the cost of that is $30. Seats are limited for that. There you go. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. As always, you know what? I miss you guys so badly. You don't even know. Hey, there you go. Can't wait to see that nail lady face to face. There you go. I'll show them off next Monday, guys. With that being said, you guys have a great night. I will see you next week here. This is DeEtte Renee here at Unfiltered with DeEtte Renee, WLTK-DB.com. Bye-bye, guys.